I'm Miss Sarah, and this is Virtual Makerspace. As some of you may know, our summer reading program begins on June 1st. So this week, to get you ready for all of that summer reading, your challenge will be to use the things you have around your house to create a bookmark. If you guys are like me, you enjoy getting lost in a good book, but you don't enjoy losing your place in one. That's why a bookmark is so important. Now, there are a few different types of bookmarks that you could make for this project. The most popular type is a flat bookmark like this. It's flat and it just rests right between the pages of a book. Lots of these bookmarks are made with a thick type of paper called cardstock. Now, if you don't have any cardstock around the house, you could also use index cards, or you could cut up a thin cardboard box. Hint, these flaps work really well as bookmark bases. You could also try things like ribbon, craft sticks, or felt for the base of your bookmark. Now, as you saw in my example, a lot of flat bookmarks will have a tassel at the top. So next, I'm going to show you a few different ways to make tassels for your bookmark. First, I'm going to show you how to create a very simple tassel. You'll need to start by punching a hole in the top of your bookmark. You can use a hole punch to do this or scissors. Next, you'll need to cut some yarn, thin ribbon, or other string, and it needs to be about twice as long as your final tassel. Mine is 7 inches, so my final tassel will be between 3 and 3.5 inches. So I'm going to take my yarn and fold it in half. Now I'm going to put the middle through the hole like that and tuck the ends through the loop I've made. Now when I pull it tight, I have a simple tassel. To make this fancy tassel, you will need some yarn or other string, something to wrap your yarn around. I used a pack of index cards, some scissors, and a ruler. Start by cutting 2 pieces of yarn that are 12 inches long. Lay one to the side and hang on to the other one. Now we're going to get our index cards, or whatever you're planning to wrap around, and lay one of those pieces of yarn across the top. Start your yarn so the cut end is on the opposite side from where you have that 12-inch piece of yarn. Then begin to wrap. I wrapped about 10 times. When you're done wrapping, cut the yarn on the side that's opposite your 12-inch piece. Now we're going to take that 12-inch piece and double knot it around the yarn that we wrapped. Now turn it over and cut the yarn on the other side. Now we have something that looks like this. Next, I'm going to be making the piece of yarn that we'll use to attach our tassel to our bookmark. Go ahead and find those 12-inch pieces and trim them if they're not even. Then tie a small knot. Next, take your other piece of 12-inch yarn and lay it on your table. Lay your tassel on top. You'll want to tie a knot around your tassel a little ways from the top. Next, take one end and begin to wrap it around your knot a couple of times. Take the other end and wrap it in the opposite direction. This is important because if you don't wrap them in opposite directions, the knot you tie next will not hold. I'm going to go ahead and tie it in a double knot. That way it's extra secure. The last thing I'm going to do is to trim my tassel so the ends are all even. And there's our finished tassel. To attach it to your bookmark, start by putting the end through the hole. Next, you're going to make a loop and take your tassel through the loop. This is similar to how we tied our first tassel. When your tassel's through, tighten it, and you have a finished fancy bookmark. In addition to flat bookmarks, there are also bookmarks that fold over a page. Now, I've seen two main types. First, there are hugging bookmarks that have arms that hug over the side of a page. Next, there are corner bookmarks that slide over the corner of a page. Now, you can make a corner bookmark by folding a square of paper. Here's how you do it. Start with a square of paper that's twice as large as you would like your finished bookmark to be. Mine is 6 inches by 6 inches. My final bookmark will be a 3-inch square. Now we're going to start by folding diagonally to create a triangle. Then fold down one corner, crease it, and do the same thing on the other side. Now you should have a smaller square. Now we're going to unfold it back to that triangle shape. Now take the other corner and fold just one layer. Give it a crease. Bring both layers of the other side to meet it. Crease it. Now we're going to tuck it into the little pocket, like so. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. Fold that corner and give it a crease. Now we're going to fold again here and crease. And now we should be able to tuck the leftover bit into the pocket we made earlier. And there you have it. Whether you've decided to make a flat or a folded bookmark, you can decorate it however you please. If you need some help getting started, remember that you can always do research to see what other makers have done. If you're looking for some additional bookmark-inspired activities, here are 5 more things that you can try. Number 1, make a list of all the books you want to read this summer with your new bookmark. Number 2, make a bookmark for someone else. If you can't give it to them in person, mail it to them. Bookmarks mail very well. Number 3, make a bookmark inspired by your favorite book or your favorite book series. You can include a quotation, drawings of your favorite characters, or anything else that reminds you of the story. Use your bookmark the next time you read that book or series. Number 4, leave the back of your bookmark blank and use it to record all the books you read. And number 5, laminate your bookmark. If you have a small laminator at home, you can use that, but if you're like me and don't, you can always cover the front and back with packing tape. We'd love to see what you guys have been making, so please take a picture of your bookmark and share with us at the library. We'd also love to know what books you guys have been reading and what books you're most excited to read this summer. You can share that with us through our Facebook at www.facebook.com/FHCPL or through our Instagram. Our handle is @FHCPL. As always, I hope you guys have lots of fun working on that project this week, and I will see you again next week for our very first Summer Read virtual Makerspace. Bye!